Hi guys, Nesty here. First I want to note that we made a Discord channel, so I will post a link in the video comments below. If you want to join, feel free, and yeah, you can ask questions, just write a bit with other people. It's free for everyone to join, and yeah, back to topic. Let's see what Kiki has to offer. We will start with the fire version first. Let's see, stat-wise, a balanced monster with not really that good stat distribution. The skill set shares a shield breaker on the passive and the defense down on the active. I personally don't know where to use this monster. There's only one content where you really need a shield break, and that is the Cura of the TOC. But do we really need to build the Kiki for that? No. If you have built a Fire Titan team, or at least if you are working on it, you will most likely have a Water Cortine. And the Water Cortine has the shield break on the passive as well, so I wouldn't recommend to go for a Fire Kiki. Because, yeah, the shield break is not a good skill in general. And if you need it for TOC, you will have the Water Cortine. And a defense down on the active alone is not good enough. The leader skill is bad as well because it's only on Chaos Tower. So yeah, even with the skill books, I think skill books is 10% on the defense down, so it's overall on 80%, but it's not good enough. Let's move over to the water version. There we go. It's a balanced monster as well. Stat-wise and the distribution in general are not good as well. She's the first monster with the buff breaker. I'm honestly thinking about where we would have to use a buff break. And I can't find any content. Normally in Arena your opponents are not really buffing. The only buff is the shield that some teams run, and the buff breaker can't dispel it. It's the same example would be if you are attacking the Wood Titan and using a Fire Cura. The buff break is not working against shield, so I don't think it's usable in Arena, and I don't think I see this useful in any content. I don't know any TOC stage where this is good. Then story stage obviously not needed. Dragons, they are not really buffing themselves. And I don't know any Colossus stage where the Colossus is buffing himself with a buff that is dispellable. So for now, I don't see this skill useful. But maybe we'll get new content, who knows, where this would be an important skill, because yeah, it's cool that we are getting new skills, but I don't see this useful anywhere. So I think we should have to wait a bit if they are adding or reworking some stuff where this is needed. For now, she's not good, in my opinion. She will get an 80% blind with books, so it's a 10% increase. That's not good enough. So I don't see this monster useful at the moment. Who knows if the buff break will be useful in the future. The wood version. Stat-wise, she's not good. Very low defense and not that much HP, while the attack is underwhelming in my opinion. If she had that low HP and such a small defense, the attack should be much higher. Yeah, the skill set isn't that strong as well. Both are dependent on crits, so you have to waste a crit rate gem for her, most likely. The hunter is only 30% and the petrification, yeah, one turn on crit. It's not good enough. I would skip the wood version. The light one. In general, her stats are really good. Nearly 3.6k defense is extremely high. I wonder if there is any LD Net 5 that has more. Let's see, how about Light Purse? The defender has less defense. What about Nightmare? Has less defense, I think 3.56k. Wait, let's take another look. 3,570. So she has already more defense than the Purse. Obviously Purse has some more HP, but yeah, let's see, for example, the Nyx. I think it was around the same HP and around the same defense. Do we have any other defender? How about those that are not released? Nope. Let's see. How about that girl? See, nearly the same defense and yeah, even less HP. So just to compare her stats a bit. So stat wise, she's on net 5 level. Let's go to the skills. I think this first skill needs some testing. It's hard to say this is good or bad in theory, because I would say in some content defense down is better, and in some content this expose weakness will be better, but it depends on how the skill is working. As you can see in the notes, it says exposed foes take increased damage from the next attack, and yeah, I think somewhere or not was written that after that attack the debuff is gone. So first we have to test if this exposed weakness is gone after, let's say, one single hit from a monster. Whatever, let's say a monster is hitting 5 times. If only the first attack is increased, if the full damage of one monster is increased and then the debuff is gone. Or, for example, if every monster that you have, let's say you are using 4 monsters, you are attacking with one monster and land the exposed weakness. And then you are attacking with all 3 other monsters. If all damage that these 3 monsters are doing is increased from this debuff, because then I think this skill will have its uses. Because in general, as I have seen the skill, it's stronger than defense down, but obviously only for one turn if it's really working like that. Then teams that are bursting will make a lot more use of this exposed weakness than of a death down. For example, if you try to one-hit Dragon B10, or if you are even better, if you are maybe not in the end game and you want to beat the Dragon B7, this is the perfect monster if this debuff is usable against Dragon. I have no idea yet because, as you see, I don't have her. Because, as you can see, her stats are really high and she will take the full damage of the dark monsters if you are using 3 other monsters or 3 other elements, not a light one. Then I think it will be easy to survive the first round against the Dark Purse. And yeah, obviously second wave is normally a lot easier than the Dark Purse first wave. And you will have this exposed weakness with which you hopefully can one-hit the Dragon B7. So yeah, I think this monster will probably have a lot of uses if it's gone after one turn. That's, like I said, we are landing our debuff with the Kiki, then 3 other monsters attacking one monster simultaneously though. Simultaneously, and the damage of all 3 monsters is increased. Then this will be really strong, but we will have to test it. Overall, this is a really interesting monster and needs a lot of testing in my opinion. Let's go to the dark version. There we go. Skill books for light are 10% both, so both skills will go to 80%. This is a really high chance. So yeah, this is a really interesting monster. And now let's go to the dark one. Stat-wise, the dark one is good as well. Maybe it's not like the light one, but overall these are really high skills for a net 4 as well. She has a very high HP pool for an attacker, a very high attack, and a decent defense. So stat-wise, she's already really good. Skill-wise, she has the adrenaline, which regenerates 20% of your maximum HP. With books, this will go to 25%. I think these 5% in most cases won't make a difference, but it's nice to have. And a predator skill, which obviously will increase her active damage a lot. So I think if you are not in the end game where you already have lots of dark attackers, and for example, like I have, what do I have, 130, 120 level 60 monsters, where you already have like 10, 20 monsters that have a similar use. This is a really good monster. I can only recommend you to rebirth for her if she's really the next rebirth on February, because the skill set is really good. I think it's close to the one that the Dark Lad has, just a bit stronger, like an upgraded version of the Dark Lad. She's dealing more damage, she has higher stats, so she will be better overall. Maybe for Arena, if you have the Dark Seedler, obviously Dark Seedler is really strong on an offensive team. And like I said in a lot of videos, don't use this thing on your defense. It's useless. You will use the Dark Seedler on the offense. I think Seedler is just far too strong to not use him on the offense if you don't have endless monsters where you can select whatever you want. And the Dark Kiki will have her uses in a lot of content as well, in my opinion. Obviously, you can give her a Siphon Gem. Once she's full with the Predator, she will destroy a lot of monsters, like in story mode, and yeah, whatever, what a Siphon monster is doing. She will be really strong in clan fights because you know against what opponents you are fighting, you can see the lineup. She will be not that strong on random fights, obviously because she's a dark attacker where you normally go for a more glassy kind of build. I would go for attack HP crit rate, or if you want a glass cannon version, attack crit rate. But yeah, overall she's a really strong monster and you shouldn't overlook her if you don't have already countless dark attackers with similar skills. So yeah, let's hope she will be the next month rebirth, so I can test the light one and you can rebirth for the dark one. And yeah, that's it for the more of a preview than a review of Kiki. Yeah, if you want, we'll meet each other in the Discord channel. If not, you will see me in the next video. And I wish you all a good day and see you soon, guys. Ciao.